Tarik, a game like this, the familiarity, the magnitude, with all cards on the table, you can't trick them. They know who you are. It's just become a street fight at this point. Like, you just go at them, your best against their best.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's kind of how I pitch anyways. So, yeah, I think that's the whole game. You know, this whole series has kind of been like that too. I think that's who this team is. I think that's who our team is too. So it sets it up to be a pretty fun game.
Jason?
Tarik, at what point did you get locked in? Like, were you thinking Game 5 even before we knew there was going to be a Game 5, just knowing how routine-oriented you are? Or?
I mean, I was preparing like I was going to go, but I didn't really think, you know, yesterday my focus was on Game 4 and doing whatever I could to, you know, I guess I was a cheerleader yesterday, doing whatever I could to get our guys going. But, yeah, no, I mean, it'll be a ton of fun tomorrow, though. I'm excited for it.
Chris mentioned, does this feel like it's what it's supposed to be? You guys were so back and forth all year, back and forth in this series, that it comes down to a winner take all.
Yeah, I think our team wouldn't want to have it any other way. You know, I think we've been playing these winner take all games for about a month and a half, 2 months now. So, and it's fun. You know, it's why you play the game, for moments like this and for stages like this in this setting too. So, I think our guys will respond well, and it'll be a ton of fun.
Jake's obviously caught every one of your starts. How glad are you that his X-rays came back clean?
Yeah, I didn't even know he had X-rays. So I got a text this morning asking how he was from one of my trainer back home, and I was like, I didn't even know. So that's good news. Yeah, good news.
What did it mean to just visit with Matthew Boyd right out here after that game?
Yesterday's game or the last time we started? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I've said it before and I'll say it again. I mean, that guy means a lot to me. I got a ton of respect for him. His family is great. You know, who he is in the clubhouse is great. So just being able to talk about it and, you know, say how much fun that was to compete against each other was also pretty special. I think that's what's cool about this game. You know, it's competitive. You do everything you can to win, but at the end of the day, we're humans. So it's cool to just have that kind of human interaction and be able to just enjoy it, you know.
Passionate player, your emotion you show your emotion. Have you always been that way? Have you always been in a moment like that?
I'd probably think so. Yeah, I'd probably think so. If you ask probably my college coaches, I probably was a little bit worse in college. I think that's just the atmosphere in college. Everyone there is kind of like the hardo thing goes on there pretty good. But yeah, I was kind of like that in college. And then, you know, in high school, I played with some emotion, you know, in basketball games. Not as much in baseball for whatever reason, but yeah, I think I am an emotional player, and it's fun. You know, you work so hard for moments like this to go out and perform, and you know, win and lose or draw, like it's going to be fun, and you're going to enjoy it.
So would mom typically scold you in person rather than on social media?
Yeah, that's interesting that my mom went to Twitter to say that, because you should hear my mom when she growing up. So I think that's interesting. Yeah, that she wants to make that comment, but I've seen her get ejected out of plenty of high school basketball games, so I guess it might run in the family a little bit there.
Is she worse than your dad, or like?
I've seen my dad do it too. I don't know. Genetics, I don't know. Yeah.
Little fire
picture here.
Yeah, genetics. Yeah.
Tarik, what does it kind of mean to you? Like, we go right down the line in the clubhouse, and you know, Tarik's built for this. Nobody would rather have on the mound. We have all the faith in the world. What does that? I mean, to have their trust in this moment, maybe it's nothing, maybe it's negligible, but what does that do for you to know that they got you, they want you?
I mean, if you ask any player, I think you want respect of your peers. You know, the guys you go to work with every single day, you want the respect and trust of your peers. So, I wouldn't brush that off. I think that means a lot. You know, I think that means a lot for me to earn that from them. You know, it's all earned. You know, and I'd say the same thing for those guys. If you ask me about any guy, I think. The preparation that goes into it, all the stuff that happens that, you know, no, there's no cameras, no media, off-season stuff. Like, I'd say the same thing about those guys. So, but it means a lot coming from them. And I think that's just kind of who we are as a team. You know, we go to battle every single day. We're young. We want it more than anybody. So it'll be a ton of fun, you know, but it means a lot.
Back here to Jason.
Is there something about a rowdy crowd on the road that allows you to lock in and find your best?
Yeah, I don't know. That's a good question. I mean, I playoff baseball is just so much fun. You know, I think the last month and a half of baseball for us, where it was kind of like, you know, that graph where we're trending in the right direction. I think that's just fun. I think it brings out the best in everybody. You know, the focus, the drive, you know, you look forward to going to work and get better each and every day. You know, I haven't been able to say that for the last 4 years in September, you know, because it was just like, okay, here's our last game, season's over. So, yeah, I think I just, you know, you work hard and you prepare for these moments to just go out there and play. But I don't know if on the road, I mean, I would love to throw in front of our home fans too. So, but yeah, I mean, I'm going to go out there and compete and give it everything I've got. And that's, you know, that's all I can promise.
That has allowed them to help bring the best out of you and so many other guys as well.
You said our pitching coaches here. Yeah, I mean, I think they're incredibly smart. Two, they're great at communicating, you know, with what the knowledge and what they want. They can simplify it into very simple things, you know, for players to understand, you know, myself included. You know, I don't want to know everything that's going on with my mechanics or, you know, how my body's moving or internal rotation here. I don't want to know any of that. Just tell me what I need to do to give me a drill to just go work on it, you know, and it'll naturally happen. So, but they're really good at that stuff. And scouting report stuff, I think they're just very dialed in. And I think it, you know, it shows with the guys that we got in that clubhouse.
Time for one more question. If anyone has it. All right, Tarik, thanks a lot.